in my life. Or if I became the most good, influential, famous person who's ever lived, nothing I could ever do would stop Jupiter just quietly getting on with its own business. It would always be there, and nothing I could do would ever change that. And the same was even more true of the rest of the universe. Most of what exists was just totally indifferent to me. And that made me feel that in the biggest possible sense, in a cosmic sense, in 50-foot letters of fire, no pressure. There's no pressure. I thought, my life's not a test. It's not something that I can get right or wrong. It's an opportunity. And it's up to me to live the best way I can and try and do what makes me happy. So sometimes when I get anxious or when I get sad, I try and remember that image of Jupiter, just what that looked like, and remember that I can take a step back and get some perspective, and that it's never the end of the world. Even the end of the world wouldn't be the end of every world. That's something that helps me personally. It might not work for you. I'm not a religious person, so I don't have that kind of faith to draw on. I know a lot of people who have faith really draw on that. That helps them when they're sad or sort of cosmically anxious. And I guess I've studied some Christian theology, so I know that maybe if you were a Christian, you might be able to say, well, God's love is unconditional. Maybe that's always there for me. Maybe that's the rock that you lean on in tough times. I'd be interested to hear in the comments from people of other religions and Christians as well, and people of no faith, about what gets you through that those sort of dark, anxious, cosmic anxiety moments. So if doing philosophy does make you sad, just remember that you're not alone, and that happens to everyone sometimes, and that there's a sense of perspective to be had about these things, and also that studying philosophy can make you very, very happy as well. I find that I'm fantastically happy when I learn new things through reading philosophy, or when I acquire a new way of looking at things and think, oh my god, everything I read before this was totally wrong, I found something new, this is wonderful. And of course, if you are having really bad thoughts, if you are having suicidal thoughts or thoughts of hurting yourself, please do speak to someone about those things. You can email me if you really have to. My email address is always there, and sometimes that does happen. Fans write to me with really very serious things, and usually my response is, I'm kind of not qualified and you should probably talk to somebody more professional, but sometimes it helps to even just bounce these ideas off someone. So if you really do need to talk to somebody, absolutely do. Connection with another human being, that's what makes people really happy, isn't it? That's what makes me happy about learning as well, I guess, there's that fantastic quote from the History Boys, where, I'm probably paraphrasing, where Hector says, one of the best things about reading is when you feel like a hand has come out from a page and taken yours, and you find some way of thinking or feeling that you thought was peculiar to you, and you find that someone else has had it all along. That's one of the reasons I love reading Shakespeare, actually, and one of the reasons that as an actor I'm so absolutely mad about Shakespeare, is that almost every human emotion, you'll find it somewhere in Shakespeare. You'll think, oh my god, that's how I feel, and here someone else has not only put it into words, something I could never express, but put it into the most beautiful words. So all of that's a very higgledy-piggledy, not very structured lesson, I guess, not really a lesson, chat, advice that I can give if studying philosophy is making you sad. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it.
Or am I?